Welcome back to another stupid episode of Run the Prompts on YouTube. I'm your host, Nick Smith, and today we're going to be talking about whether or not AI is going to take your job. So, today I'm just going to be kicking back and talking to you guys about this topic. It's a very, very heavily debated topic. It's very controversial, and there's a lot of people that are very afraid of what might happen in the future. So, it's my job to come here and tell you that you're fucked. Just kidding. You might be though. You might be. So you're gonna have to stick around and watch the whole video and get the full lowdown of what's going on in AI to see if you're safe and to see what you can do to level up yourself to the layoffs that might be coming in the future. So stick around. I'll make it worth your time, I promise. So guys, first of all, I need you to keep in mind that I don't have a crystal ball, but I've been in the AI game, so to speak, since March of last year. So March of 2023. And I've been following this space very, very closely. So I have a pretty good idea in terms of what's been happening and what I think is going to happen in the future. Now, if I mention what you do for a living or I mention your job in this video and you get offended, oh well. Okay? So don't get offended because this is my opinion, this is my take on things. So, what do I think overall? I think overall, the net effect of AI on jobs and job creation is probably going to be a slight net negative overall. What do I mean by that? AI is going to create jobs, for sure. It's going to create some, for sure. Let me give you an example. The reason you're sitting here and listening to me talk and watching this video is because of AI. This YouTube channel would not exist if it wasn't for AI. Runtheprompts.com, my website that I created last year, would not exist if it wasn't for AI. I consider this to be, as corny as this sounds, my purpose, doing AI stuff and helping people use AI to get more done, have more fun, be more creative. So Run the Prompts is perfect proof that AI is going to create some jobs. I'm not going to quit my day job. This isn't my full job. But for now, it's definitely my side job. And by for now, I mean for the next several years. Maybe indefinitely. Who knows? I love it. Because I love you. And by the way, we're up to 98 subscribers. And what that means is you just might be the 100th subscriber to Run the Prompts. All you got to do is click that subscribe button on the bottom and you could be number 100. And then when we get to 1,000 and 10,000 and 100,000 subscribers, you can go back and say, I was subscriber number 100 to Run the Prompts. So go ahead and click that subscribe button if you get any value out of this video. And if you're not, then oh well. So Run the Prompts, job created, right there. Now, my logic with AI replacing people is that the easier the job is and the more repeatable your job is, the greater likelihood it's going to replace your job. Yes, AI can do creative tasks as well, but the impact it's going to have on creative jobs is going to be a lot less than jobs that are easily repeatable. So I'm going to mention some jobs right now, some careers that are absolutely going to get washed away by AI, in my opinion. So the list goes customer service, obviously, fast food workers, particularly cashiers. That's already happening. You see the kiosks all around McDonald's, Taco Bell. They're there. It's coming. Data entry, obvious. Any data entry job, it's going away. A lot of entry-level corporate jobs. We already see that AI is pushing a lot of those jobs to the side. So ChatGPT and others can act as a highly intelligent intern or entry-level type of employee. Telemarketing, I don't think anyone's really disappointed to see those jobs go though. Bookkeeping, translators. If you've ever seen the ChatGPT Plus Voice Mode, the new one, check that out. I have a video on it where I create a voice about a really annoying Valley Girl, and you're gonna like that. You're gonna laugh and you're gonna cry. So check out that one. I'll leave a link in the description for that. Basically, guys, with translators, ChatGPT can do that role. And maybe I don't know enough about translators, but if it can translate 90% of the way there, in a couple of years, maybe less, it's going to be 100%. So translators are going away. Medical billing, AI can do that. Again, highly repeatable job. Not exactly that complicated. No offense if you're a medical biller, but I've worked in the medical field a little bit, so I know what they do. Drivers, I'm sure that a lot of Uber drivers are going to be upset if they hear me talk about that, and I get it. But if you've ever driven in a Waymo, the first feeling that you're going to have is, am I going to die? No, I'm just kidding. Well, that might be your first feeling, but the first feeling I had, and the first feeling everybody I know that has had when they step into a Waymo for the first time is, I'm stepping in to the future. It's never going to go back. So within enough time, I'm not going to give a timeline, but all Ubers, all Lyfts, they're all going to be driverless. And the last one I want to point out that's going to get washed away is warehouse workers. And you see a lot of that already. Amazon already has a ton of warehouse workers that are robots. Now, if you have any of these jobs, you're fucked. Not really. But you're in trouble. And I'm actually hoping that this video helps to light a fire underneath you, to engage you, to get better, and to not get better because that sounds condescending. I'm hoping that this video is a wake-up call that things are going to have to change if you want to have a job in the future. Like that's the way it is for the jobs that I listed. And there's other jobs. Those are the jobs that I think for sure are going to go away. But you're going to have to upgrade what you're doing. So what do I mean by that? If you are working in a position and you're not using AI to your advantage, then you better start doing it. Because if you can use AI and get 3 times as much done as the guy next to you, guess whose job is going to go away? Not yours. His or her job is going to go away. So it's become kind of cliche in AI to say that AI won't take your job, but a person using AI will take your job. But there is some truth to that. So you need to come at it with that kind of mentality. You need to learn as many AI tools as possible. You need to learn how to use them, and you need to learn all of the use cases. If you work in an office, and a lot of you are, I am too. And I'm not just doing this because I want to be 3x more productive. Well, that's part of it, but it's also because I enjoy it. It's enjoyable to learn about these AI tools and to get more done. It's like magic. It's addicting too. So you should do that if you work in an office. Now, for anybody else, and let's say you were on the list of jobs that I pointed out in my little list that I think is going to go away, what should you do? Well, I think that you should pivot and you should get training or education on something that's more immune to AI. There are all kinds of jobs out there that are not going to get replaced by AI, in my opinion. So a lot of the trade jobs, sure, machines are going to eventually do those too, or at least a lot of them, but the trade jobs are going to be more immune. Police officers are going to be more immune. Firefighters are going to be more immune. Anything like that. Then again, I don't see a machine taking over a firefighter's role. I mean, that would be kind of crazy. If anything, they might have a machine go into the burning building and then the firefighter stays back in hoses or something, just to help save the lives of the firefighters. I think that'd be cool. Might as well blow up a machine instead of a human. So that would be a very good thing. So get the training, get the education into something that's more immune to AI if you were on that list, or get into another role, another office type of position where you're using a lot of AI, like a marketer. I'm a digital marketer during the day, and get really good with AI, because that's going to be the next level skill that you're going to want to need. You're going to want to need it, and you're going to need it. So those are the two options there. Or you could become a pro athlete or a lobbyist, because I don't see machines taking that over. And the last suggestion I have for you guys is to start your own business, because now is the best time to start a business. I really believe that. As soon as I saw ChatGPT for the first time early last year, one of the first things I thought was, oh shit. And then I thought, this is perfect for starting your own business. And it doesn't even have to be a big business. Like Run the Prompts is not a big business. Run the Prompts is a small operation. For now, it's just me. And I've been able to scale and do things that I would have never in a million years been able to do if it wasn't for AI. Let me give you some examples. Pretty much all of the images on runtheprompts.com are AI generated, or at least AI assisted. I've used it for copywriting. I've used it for email campaign ideation and creation. I've used it to help me optimize my product page. I've helped it with taxes, which I know nothing about, especially with a business. I don't know anything, so I've used it with taxes. I use it to generate ideas and to help me brainstorm new ideas. I use it for SEO, help with SEO. I use it for proofreading, my crunching numbers, work with spreadsheets, work with any data that I have on my site, and analyzing the data. I mean, you name it. If you start a business, you can use AI right now, and you can get ahead of so many people by just learning how to do this. And it's not even that hard. That's the thing. People are so intimidated by this technology right now that it's like talking about the internet in 1996. People were very intimidated by the internet, and they thought it was some kind of voodoo magic that nobody else can learn. You have to be some kind of IT person even to go to a website. So don't be intimidated. With every threat, there's an opportunity. That is not a quote from me. I found that somewhere else. I think it's an unknown quote where people don't know where it came from. But start your own business for anyone, even if you're on the list or if you're not on the list that I mentioned. Start your own business. It can be something small. You can start small, do it in your spare time, and you'll be amazed at how much AI can help you start your business. And what else do you need to do? I highly recommend that you subscribe and that you become my 100th subscriber, because I'm here to help people do three things: get more done, have more fun, and be more creative with AI. So subscribe, stay ahead of the curve. Like this video if you got any amount of value from it. Share it with anybody who is going to be unemployed next month. Just kidding. And I'll see you later. Be sure to run the prompts and prompt the planet.